Peaches is another dog, right?
Yeah. Have you ever heard the Peaches story? You never heard the Peaches story? That's a great story.
I have a feeling we're going to tell the story again.
So one day
Can
we're
I
down.
show the video first?
We're down the beach. What
Or should you tell
video
it
do you
first?
have? Do you have a video of Peaches?
I have a video of you coming out after the encounter.
Oh, sweet. That's awesome.
So we tell the story first? Or?
There's dog
And
with
then
Peaches.
just let me know when you have when the video part is ready.
All right, we'll
All right,
preamble.
so we're down the beach one year, and we're all having crabs sitting around the table in the beach house, and all of a sudden we hear like this screaming coming across the field. Like we had at that time we had a big field. We had a big field,
Yeah,
like,
where the monstrosity
and this guy is like
I have it right
he's
here.
flailing like his arms, like he's oh, oh. Uncle John goes out on the deck and he's like, I think this guy's on drugs. We're like, what? What's going on? And he's like, I don't know. Maybe I need to go talk to this guy. He goes, save him, save him. And we're like, what? So he gets closer and he's running straight to the deck. And Uncle John's like, what's going on? Can we help you? And he's like, someone save Peaches. Oh my God, Peaches, Peaches, someone save Peaches. We're like, what is going on? He's like, he points out to the canal. He's like, there, my dog. Someone save him. And this little tiny, like, little chihuahua-sized dog is, like, swimming in the middle of the canal. And we're like, oh, my gosh. Like, so we all, like, pop up off the table. We're like, wow, okay. So we go out there, and we see across the canal,
This is
there's
10
another...
years ago, mind you.
10 years?
Wait,
10
who's
years?
this
So
we?
across-
You.
No, all of us. We're all like, it's a big crowd. We all gather around and we're like, we look across the canal. And then at this point, the dog's like swimming close to the edge of the canal, across the street from it, like across the canal
The
from
other
us.
side.
And there's this guy out there. He's like, oh, let me help. So he reaches down and scoops up the dog, like amazingly, like just scoops him up. The dog, he puts him on the dry land. The dog takes 2 steps and fucking leaps back into the water. And the guy's like, are you kidding me? Like couldn't even like control. So then the dog's like now halfway across the canal at this point and swimming back up. The guy's like, oh my God, someone save Peaches. Oh. And his wife's there now and she's even more frantic. She's like, oh my God, Peaches. Oh. Oh. So we're like we all start running up the canal to the next house up, and it's mind you, there's like it's like 3 lots, so it's like this big like giant like field. So we get up to the next house.
It's a big lot that
Where the big house is,
We
yeah.
get up to the next house, and there's the people in there had like kayaks in the water, like sitting in the water.
In the
So
yellow house.
this guy from like two houses down from us or whatever, he's the first one. He's the first hero of the day. He jumps into one of the kayaks, and immediately the kayak flips over, and the guy is underwater, and like we're like, okay. he immediately stands up and he like takes his phone out, and it's like he's like his water's just pouring out of his phone and stuff, and we're like, oh my God. So then, like another guy, like is like leaning over the thing. He's like trying to grab the dog, and he's like he looks and he finds a net, and he like gets a net, and he like tries to get the net, and he leans in and he falls into the water too. Now he's standing up, like, and the water's only like 3 feet deep, right? So we're like, it's just like, and Peaches keeps swimming. Peaches keeps swimming. So I'm like, all right. I guess it's my turn. I'm the third person. So I take my shirt off and I just jump in, right? And I swim over to Peaches. And I grab the dog by the scruff of his neck and I pull him up out of the water. I'm gonna swim this off. The dog immediately turns around and starts biting my arm, and I'm like, ah! And I let the dog go for a second. I'm like, I got it. I'm in the middle of the canal. This dog is like chomping at me. And I'm like, this guy's yelling, Peaches! Oh my God! This guy's in the kayak, still flailing around, trying to save his cell phone. The other guy is like with the net wrestling around. And I'm like, I'm getting bit by this dog. So I'm like, I try again. And this time I grab him and I hold him so he can't bite me. And I'm swimming with just my legs at this point, holding this dog up above the water. And I push this dog up on the dry land. And I'm like, take your dog. He grabs the dog. Oh, Peaches! Peaches! Oh my God! And I climb out of the water, and I'm just soaked. All the other guys are scrambling out of the water, and we're all soaked. And the guy's like, "Thank you so much for saving Peaches. Oh my God, you saved our dog." Oh. And he hands me a $50 bill, and I'm like, should I give it to the other guy who just lost his cell phone? I'm like, well, I did save the dog. So maybe I should keep that money.
We have the
Went
video
right to the liquor
what
store, I
happens-
hope.
We have the video about what happens after.
Yeah, so she
Okay,
queued
now
it up.
that
Why did the guy go in after his own dog?
Ready? This
He was
is
old.
you.
He was
Okay.